Hi, welcome to this installation video. I'm going to walk you through the steps of setting up a 2 and a 4 speaker system for Airsound Spatial. So the first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go to the website, and you can go to the download page. You can get here by scanning the QR code on the back of the product or on the back of an amplifier, or just send me a note and I'll send you a link. And on this page, you'll see all the various versions of ASAP that have been released with all the various updates. But don't worry about that list. The only ones you really need are these two yellow buttons at the top here. Now there's two components. First of all, you've got the virtual sound card. And secondly, you've got the ASAP application. Download each of those and then run them. The Airsound Spatial virtual sound card I'll walk you through first. So if I just move that out the way, and I'm going to load up Audio MIDI, you will see in Audio MIDI a new output device in your Audio MIDI devices, and you'll also see it as an available device to play from your computer. So Airsound Spatial is there, and in order to tell the computer that you've got a spatial set of speakers there, you click on Configure Speakers, and you'll want to make sure that this is set to Atmos 7.1.4. And if you just have a look down here, it should be that the channels are assigned left, right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all the way through to 12. And then just hit Apply and Done. And that's it. So now you've now got an Airsound Spatial output sound card that is a virtual one. If you choose that sound card, then it'll be capturing audio for processing. Now the other side of it is the gigaports, which are actually connected to the amplifiers. So if I click on here, Gigaport EX1, that comes up automatically as soon as I plug my amplifier in. You'll just want to make sure that that is set up as an 8-channel. I'm going to change it to 48 kilohertz, 8-channel, 24-bit. The sample rate doesn't matter, but I generally go for 48 kilohertz. And the same for the other one if you have another one. So each amplifier has 1 gigaport. So in a 2-speaker system, you would only see 1 device, and in a 4-speaker system, you'll see 2. So a little bit of a side note, and this is only for 4-speaker systems. If you do have a 4-speaker system, what you need to do is create a single sound card device for both those gigaports. That's both amplifiers effectively joined together. And so to do that, what I can do here is I can click plus and create aggregate device. And then I can choose 1 gigaport and then 2 gigaports. And then you can see here I've got 16 channels now. This is a virtual sound card that is now available for me to play audio to. And that's it. That's all I need to do as far as Audio MIDI is concerned. That's the core audio devices now configured. Now, once that's been done, we can go ahead and load ASAP. So once you've downloaded ASAP, you double click on the DMG file, and it's the usual kind of Mac thing. I would just drag that into Applications, and then that's the application installed. And if I then load the application, we can see it running here. Now, in order to use the 2 audio devices, what we need to do is use the Airsound Spatial virtual sound card as its input, and then the gigaports or our dual device as its output. So I'm going to click on I/O, and I'm going to load up in this window here. You can see here I've got the input device is Airsound Spatial, and the output device is Spatial Output. This is my virtual sound card, or rather, sorry, my aggregate sound card that is the 2 gigaports for my 4-speaker system. If I only had a 2-speaker system, I don't need that. I can just go ahead and just choose one of the gigaports. So I'm just going to go back to Spatial Output. And what I'm going to do is hit this button here to turn it on so that that's shining blue. Right, that's now working. And if I just going to load up some Apple Music. So we've got some music playing there now. It's actually in stereo. And I know that because I can see the up mix. The only other thing you'll want to do from a configuration point of view is position the speakers. So if I click on settings, it brings up this window here, which shows me basically the core configuration of the system. So it defaults to just 2 speakers, and I literally look at where they are in the room, imagining myself at the center of this diagram. I've got 1 speaker, 2 speakers, and then a subwoofer. And in my scenario here, I've got the front speaker a little bit beyond my desk, so it's quite close. So I'm going to set that at just over 1 meter. I actually like to use one of these if I go somewhere, because it's a laser tape measure. You just point and click, and it'll tell you instantly the distance. So that's quite handy rather than messing around with a tape measure. And then the rear speaker being further away, I know it's about 1.9 meters away. And that's my diagram, and it's slightly offset to my right, so I'm just going to skew it that way. And this speaker here is the subwoofer. I'm just going to click and drag that. It's underneath my desk. It's just there off to the right, and it's just a little bit further away than the main speaker. And that's it. That's my configuration. So now when I play music, you can see the boxes lighting up. And I can hear it gently in the background. What if I've got a 4-speaker system? So what I need to do is enable speakers 3 and 4. And again, same process. I just click and drag and put them in the right location. And as far as basic configuration is concerned, that's everything you need. I'll save the details of all the features for another video. Thanks for watching, and if you have any issues or questions, please do drop me a line. Thanks.